what's the culture of our organization, what's going on right now. And so I'm very excited to bring to you, actually, I'm going to bring to you first, and I'll let him do the honors, but I'm going to bring to you first our fearless leader, someone who has taken the charge of really bringing in our mission on corporate right now. I'm going to bring to you guys first, someone who needs no introduction, Mr. Greg Baldwin.
Hey, thank you so much for that. I wasn't planning on speaking today, actually, but since I have the honors, listen, I just want to say it's so good to see everybody chiming in from all over the world. And we just got some exciting news today with David T. Rosen, someone that I think needs no introduction. I say this all the time. I've been in business many years. He's got one of the sharpest business minds of anyone that I've come across in many years. And he's just got some outstanding news. But with that being said, it's one thing to chime in for the news. It's a whole nother thing to take that and act on it and get the training and execute the game plan that he's going to lay out for us here today. So I'm fired up, so I can't wait to hear what he has to share. So, hey, David Rosen, please take it away. Good to have you.
Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Greg. And thanks, everybody else, for being on here. What is it? How many people we got on here right now? So we got 800 people on here right now. And by the way, you know, we've got 800 people on here. And this in North America, this is like a long weekend for all of North America. It's a weekend that most people look forward to during the course of the year because it's the biggest holiday in the summer in North America. I believe that there's other celebrations that are going on around the world as well. And you know what? It is another beautiful Saturday. I am, as you can see from behind me here, I am not in my downtown condo with all of the big windows and the concrete and the big buildings around me. I'm actually out in the country today enjoying it. I'm pretty far up north right now. I'm up here with the foxes and the coyotes and the wild turkeys and the rest of all the wild animals. And I am introducing all of these wild animals, the co-op 50-50 and co-op crowd, and they're going, buck, buck, buck. So as you can tell, I'm having a ton of fun up here. And, you know, as Nicole was introducing everybody, and she couldn't keep up with it. You know, we were talking about places that I just haven't heard from before on these calls. We are literally touching every single corner or curvature of the globe with these calls. The next destination is the 2 space stations that are up there. I got $1,000 for the first person to register someone from one of those 2 space stations that are up there. $1,000.
Yeah,
so
give me more than that.
line. You heard it from me to you guys. Now, today's what's that?
You have to give me more than that, than $1,000 for that. $1 million. You're breaking up there a little bit, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna make it 5,000. Listen, guys, it is a long weekend here. It's because I'm so far up north. Some of our teammates are saying that we pray now.
You may have to just
phone around.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. So I'm going to keep this short, A, because I've got a bad reception, and B, because it's a long weekend. So Thursday was July 1st, which was Independence Day for Canada. Tomorrow is July 4th, which is Independence Day for the U.S. Both of those days, to me, believe it or not, I think of as an oxymoron, because have we really ever been truly independent? No. Independence means self-reliant, self-sufficient. And when I do the calls like this, when I talk to people, how many of us truly feel that we are independent? I know Greg feels independent. I know Nalani feels independent. I know Bridget's coming out of the workforce and she's trying to figure out, you know, where her next moves are, right? So I can tell you that pretty soon we are going to have our Co-op Independence Day. And when we have our Co-op Independence Day, that day, we will explain what true independence is. And it is going to be a huge a huge step in the right direction. And listen, if you want independence in co-op crowd, co-op 50/50 land, it's 3 simple doable steps. You've already seen them. I don't have to tell you again. It's give, share, and receive. And when you give, share, and receive, you are participating in your own rescue, as Greg likes to say. So once again, you know, I'm going to quickly explain the differences between co-op 50/50 and co-op crowd. Co-op 50/50, if you need $50,000 in the next 30 days, you need $100,000 in the next 30 days, you need to get your rent paid in the next 4 days of $5,000, whatever you need in a lump sum of money, you can use co-op 50/50 for that. Co-op crowd is your future. It will provide for you indefinitely. When we are all dust, our next of kin will be living off of what's going on in co-op crowd, and what you do today, what you do next week, what you do next month, and what you do in the next year is going to set your future up forever. And I say that with 100% confidence, because as you guys know, we've already been doing this for 20 years. How many other businesses have been going on for 20 years? Not that many. Now, as I said, I'm not going to keep this long because, you know, I got a few things to share. I purposely asked Bridget on this call. No, I'm not going to spank you, Bridget. Personally requested that Ursula be on this call because some of the things that I'm going to share with you about Bridget and about Ursula, I'm telling you right now, it's going to shock you, and it may bring tears of joy when you hear what I'm about to share with this team. Now, before we get to that, there are a few announcements that I need to make. One, and don't go, ooh, we are moving the launch date from August 1st to August 22nd. Now, let me tell you why. And after I tell you why, I want to see all those yo-yo-yos in that chat box telling me, yes, we did the right thing. Here's why we're moving the date from August 1st to August 22nd. August 1st, we're in the dead day of summer. We're lucky if we can get a hold of our best friend because they're on a beach. They're sunning somewhere. They're traveling somewhere. You know, they're chasing dogs somewhere. They're doing all kinds of things except paying attention to business. August 22nd, it makes a way more sense. But more importantly than that, folks, we are doing an infomercial. This infomercial will be shared around the world. This infomercial will be a 30-minute infomercial. It'll be shared in Canada. It will be shared in the US. It will be shared in Barbados. It will be shared in the UK. It will be shared in Europe. That is one of the reasons why we are moving to August 22nd. Here's what that means to you. It means that we are going to be exposing co-op crowd to literally millions and millions and millions of people every single day of every single week from this point forward until way into the distant future. It also means that you, as our teammates that are trying to figure out, well, how am I going to share co-op 50/50 and co-op crowd with these people around the world? Not only will you have these calls that you're on right now, but you will have an infomercial that's probably going to be playing on your favorite station somewhere on this planet. So no, you don't have to say to somebody, go to your computer, log into this. You can say, go to channel 5, check it out. There we are. That is what we're going to do. People in our position, home-based business opportunities, they do not do infomercials unless they are co-op life, unless they got it going on, unless they know that what they are doing is going to be good for every man, woman, and child walking the face of earth right now. That is why we are going to be doing infomercials. That is why we are going to be doing massive amounts of social media to millions of people every single week. We want the entire world to know exactly what we're doing and why. They need to follow those three steps of give, share, and receive, because we have built a system that is not simply good for 5% of the people. That is not simply good for 10% of the people. That is not good for 20% of the people. We have built a system that is good for 95% of the people on planet Earth. And the only reason that I say 95% of the people that are on planet Earth, because the other 5% of the people, they already got too much money and they don't have time for us. So if you want to recover your rescue, you want something better in the future, you want to know that your future is secure and that you can enjoy your full measure of happiness, then get yourself locked in. Take advantage of what we're doing right now. Do those 3 steps. Give, share, and receive. And don't come up for air until August 2nd. Greg right now is taking massive action. Nicole right now is taking massive action. Ursula, Bridget, Villani, Jabri, Wandy, Santa, and 1,000 other people are taking massive action right now. Do you know why? Because they know that there is more to life than trying to figure out how you're going to get that next dollar to feed your family, how you're going to get that next dollar to keep clothes on your family's back, how you're going to get that next dollar to keep that roof over your head, how you're going to get that next dollar to get that new car that you want, how you're going to get that next dollar to get that big house that you want, and how you are going to get that next dollar to get that big screen TV. So let me tell you that I asked Bridget, Ursula, and about 15 minutes ago, surprised Jabri, because I wanted him on here as well. And Jabri saying, I'm not ready. I didn't put my makeup on. You can't do this to me. I said, listen, when opportunity knocks, be ready. So before I break some news, you know, Bridget, we've seen her on our Zooms many, many times in the past. You know, she talks about how she's a grandmother. She talks about, you know, up until co-op 50-50, she didn't know what her future was going to look like. She didn't know how she was going to take care of her grandchildren. She didn't know how she was going to survive in these wicked, wicked times. Bridget invited 9 people to co-op 50-50. What did Bridget do? She got busy with it. Ursula was invited by Bridget, and she decided to get busy with it. She invited 8 people to co-op 50-50. We've got Wandy out there. I can't even remember how many people Wandy invited to co-op 50-50. We got Jabri, who doesn't even know what the heck is going on, because he's been too busy with his head down, dealing with all the things that are making him money right now. So he doesn't know what I'm about to tell him. But here's what I can tell you, and this is going to freak you out. Bridget, did you know that your efforts have produced 20,000 people below you? You have over 20,000 people below you. Those 8 people resulted in 20,000 people. That's what a cooperative does. Ursula, you have over 10,000 people below you, and you invited 8, and that turned into 10,000. Jabri, dude, you've only been doing this for a little while. You've already got over 5,000 people below you. Very few of those people have already registered in Co-op Crowd. Ursula, Bridget, Jabri, I need you to take your microphones. Get your microphones off. Get them on. Jabri, I hope you got Jabri, you there?
I'm here.
All right. And by the way, Wandy's got over 9,000 people below him in the cooperative right now. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this to let you know the importance of locking that position in.
Yep.
Bridget can only see 9 people. Ursula can only see 8 people, but Bridget's got 20,000 people below her. Ursula's got 10,000 people below her. Jabri's got 9,000 people below her. Greg's got a gazillion people below him. You don't know it.
Oh, God.
Each one of those people represent a light that can be turned on in that hotel called Co-op Life.
Wow.
Each one of those people can represent a small donation coming to your pocket every
Yep.
28 days. And as that continues to grow, you will be receiving donations. Not every minute of the day, not every hour of the day, not every day, every second of every single day for the rest of your life.
God,
Now,
that is incredible.
if you want to be receiving donations every second, every day for the rest of your life, I want you to tap yo, yo, yo in
Woo.
that side panel right now.
Yes. Wow.
Now for the good part. So, Bridget is taking Greg's word. She's taking my word. She's taking Nalani's word, Nicole's word. Ursula, she's saying, I don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm going to trust in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Jabri, let me tell you about Jabri. I rescued Jabri. Jabri's a friend of the family, and I rescued him. He was working a full-time job, traveling an hour back and forth to work, so they could only give him part-time hours, so they didn't have to give him his benefits and all that other stuff. And he was struggling, making $300 a week take home and working 5 days a week and only getting 5 hours because they didn't want to pay him too much. Otherwise, they got to give him benefits. I rescued him. I replaced that $300 income for him.
Mm-hmm.
I took it out of my pocket and I said, you come and work with us. Then he started doing some things. Then he got up to $600 a week. And now he's doing even way more. What's happened in his co-op 50/50 dashboard is more money in a month than what he would have received in the next 2 years working that job.
Wow.
Jabri's got it going on right now. Miss Bridget, you were trying to figure out what's going on with your retirement, right?
Yeah, right.
We told you to trust in the process, to trust in us.
Yep.
How much money do you need on a monthly basis to make sure that your retirement is comfortable?
Well, you know what, David, it's almost embarrassing to even say, because I know people have grand ideas, but if $5,000 a month would change my life, my whole lifestyle. I could afford rent in California. I could afford a car note. I could probably do a vacation or two in the year with just
Right.
$5,000 a month.
Right. How about you,
Not
Ursula?
much.
For me, I would say probably about 20,000 because of all of the debt that I have to be able to walk away from my work. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. How
Yeah.
awesome would it be to be debt-free, financially free, and stress-free?
Mm,
It would
yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Debt-free,
Yeah.
financially free, and stress-free. Isn't that what we all strive for?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Mhm.
So we told everybody to pay that $84 and lock in that position in Co-op Crowd.
Yep.
Some of you did. Of the 130,000 people that we gave that opportunity to, less than 10,000 actually said yes for some strange reason. Jabri, how much money do you need on a monthly basis to make you and your beautiful lady happy?
Around 5,000.
5,000. All right. Well, listen. When we gave everybody the opportunity to get themselves locked in, and I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I need to tell a couple of stories to help you guys understand the power behind what we got going on. Bridget, after 1.5 weeks in Co-op Crowd, you're already at a residual of every 28 days of $2,700.
Right.
every 28 days. You're
Wow.
already at that level right now.
Wow.
After a week and a
Praise God.
half.
Yes. Game changer.
Ursula, you're at $2,500 after a week and a half.
Wow.
And you guys didn't even know.
Wow.
You know what that means?
Wow.
That already guaranteed, with no ifs, ands, or buts,
Yeah.
you got almost $9,000 coming to you because everyone's paying 3 months.
Wow.
Like, that freaks me out. Here's
Wow.
where you should be. If you follow those 3 steps, if you simply follow
Mhm.
those 3 steps, and you invited 3 people in 7 days,
3 people.
in 7 days, you'd only be at like $20, and you're already at almost $3,000
Thank you,
Wow.
Jesus. Whew,
forever.
praise God.
Game changer.
And it's going to
Whew,
keep going
wow.
up. Now, let me tell you once again, if you invite 3 people, 3, you see that? That's 3. 3 people in 7 days to join a system that's $1 a day that you can't even buy a bottle of water.
Wow.
In 7 days, and they invite 3 people in 7 days, and that duplication process continues. That's $1,042,005 every 28 days. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Look at Bridget.
Oh,
Look
Jesus.
at Ursula. Look at Nalani. Look at Nicole, Greg. Ursula's not a network marketing person. She's not a home-based entrepreneur. She
Mhm.
is a retired grandmother. And she loves what she's doing, not only for her. Think about this. Bridget invited Ursula. And Ursula is receiving a retirement income already after a week and a half.
Yeah. Wow.
This here blows my mind.
Yeah.
Amen.
God.
You know, I don't have much more to say on this call. I just needed to get us together.
Yes.
I needed to tell you all over again the importance of getting your position locked in. Right now, we have almost 130,000 people in co-op 50/50. Only 10,000 people are in co-op crowd. We've got our infomercial that is getting ready to start. We've got our social media that is getting ready to start. We've got so many different advertising things that are getting ready to take place because we know we've got the answer. Having a million people on our launch date of August 22nd, I think we're going to way surpass that. Imagine being part of something so huge, so grand, that can change your life forever.
Yes.
Amen.
Forever. Bridget, tell me, what are your thoughts right now?
Can I share something real quick? You know, I'm almost speechless, which is hard for
Share
me.
something.
Hard for me. You know, David Rosen, when I first met you on a call, I said that co-op 50/50 was a God idea because there is no way. First of all, it's built on spiritual principle. Giving, sharing, and receiving is a spiritual principle, an immutable law. And for you to come up with the algorithm, you and these programmers to come up with this system was just, it had to be God, you know, divinely inspired. And I'm not trying to spiritualize this, but I mean that so sincerely. When one of my best friends passed away a few years ago, and she worked for the county, she was able to get a $300,000 life insurance policy that she left for her son and her grandson. And I wasn't in that position, right? And so I always regretted that I wouldn't have an ability to do that for my daughter. And so, you know, I was laid off last year, like millions of other people. So I just went on retired because of my age. And so, you know, when you're not working a job, you lose that insurance. So I just have a side insurance policy, enough probably to bury me or whatever. And so, you know, what it means to me, not only it would change my lifestyle, you know, in general, but David, what it says to me, I could leave my daughter something. See, I could leave my daughter something. This is just going to grow. It's going to grow over time. And, you know, even if something happened to me, all she got to do is plug in to my system and withdraw that money. And,
Right.
you know, and then I'm able to leave her and my grandchildren something. You know, my retirement is going to be around $1,000. My Social Security is just over $1,000. You know, this changes my life. You know, this is about God. I mean, we've been promoting crowd because people don't understand it's such a blessing. It's one wallet. You know, crowd goes into 50-50 wallet, helps you get to the $4,000 wheelhouse. And it works if you work it. And the work is just inviting three people. On the 10th level, you have 59,000 people, and you only have, everybody just has to do 3. Come on. You know, I knew this was such a blessing. And, you know, God bless you. I pray for you guys. We pray for you guys, Elaine, Gill, and all of us. We pray for you guys because I know you're under a lot of pressure and, you know, you get all kinds of, you know, feedback and stuff. So I just want you to know somebody has your back in the spirit world. David,
I believe that.
Gregory, somebody got your back in the spirit world. We're praying for you and we will continue because this is about God. God gave me this at this time of my life to get this opportunity. Is a gift from God. It's a gift from God. So I just thank you guys for all that you do. I mean, this is just unreal.
My pleasure. Listen,
unreal.
we love what's going on. And, you know, when I got sick in 2012, you know, my main motive for trying to keep alive is I was hiring people. I was doing everything I could do to make that dream work. But all that did was make it worse. And I became flat broke again in 2018. My driving motivation is exactly what you're talking about, Bridget. Listen, I could not leave this planet if my daughter wasn't taken care of, I was not ready to leave this planet. Right. So yeah, we've all got our whys. Ursula, tell me how you feel right now, because this is just the beginning. By the way, this is just, listen, this is after a week and a half, right? So this is just the very beginning. Like I believe that the two of you are looking at multi-million-dollar annual incomes.
Oh my God.
Right. And it just takes a little effort. And if you don't do anything, then you should expect nothing. But if you get busy with it and you work, the world will happen. It will open up to you. Ursula, how's this going to change your future?
Well, it's going to dramatically change my future. I'm almost, like I said, speechless. But I just want to really share. First of all, I really want to thank Greg for introducing this opportunity to us, and for you, David. I had 2 people for a very long time. And on one presentation, you shared with us, somebody asked you, how many people do I need to get? And you said, well, how many people do you want to bless? And that really struck in my spirit. And at that moment, I felt an obligation to reach out to the people that I loved and cared about. And that is why I continue to press on. And now I see that that moment in time was for this moment in time, if you will, that we will all be.
The moments that you're looking for, they haven't happened yet. The moments you're looking for haven't happened yet.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm just beside myself because I told Greg, I said, don't make me cry. But I'm just ecstatic because I have so much debt with my kids and student loans. And, you know, my husband retired 3 years ago, and yet he's still working full time because of debt, because we have to get rid of that debt. So to be able to actually retire my husband and we could enjoy life and just enjoy being a blessing to other people and just really sitting back and being stress-free, like you said. You know, I've been working so hard at work and, you know, in school. And I actually shared with Greg the other day, you know, I felt like I had too much on my plate. I'm like, I don't know what to
Yeah.
do. I just know that I need to shift gears because there's too much going on. And I reached out to Greg because he is also more than co-op life for me. He's been my friend, mentor, truly a brother to me for over 20 years. And he said, if you're looking to retire, you need to go with Co-op Life. And
100%.
so I made the decision yesterday to come out of school. That's going to save me hours and hours and hours of time. And this is my focus, and this is my dream, not just for me, but for my family and for the people that I love. So
I'm so happy for you. Hey, listen,
thank
Greg,
you.
and beautiful stories. And listen, there's going to be a million more stories just like this. Like, I mean, look at how happy Bridget is. And then not only look at how happy Bridget is, look at how happy Ursula is. Bridget invited Ursula. I invited Greg. Greg invited Nicole and Alani. Listen, and I invited Japri. We are doing this as a team. It's not one person who's winning. It's not two people that's winning. It's everybody.
Right.
All you have to do is take action, give, share, and receive. Now, I was out taking a look at a property here, Greg, and I said it because, you know, my plate is so full, I never remember what I'm supposed to be doing next. So I got to leave where I am right now. So I got to turn the call over to you because they've got someone else coming out here right now. But Greg, I'm going to turn this call over to you. But all I can say right now to everybody is, listen, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay happy, because just follow what everyone says. So we got it going on here. So love everybody. Keep it up. We've got a great team, and like, the world is in front of us. All we need to do is cooperate, and we will participate in our rescue together. Unlike other positions that we were in before, we are together. We're all here for one another. Love y'all. Greg, the call is yours. Jabri, if you want to say something, Greg will lead the way. And Nicole, thank you. Nalani, thank you. And we'll talk to everybody soon.
Hey, thank you, my
So
brother.
much.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Listen,
you.
listen, you guys, I don't, you know, just like we did, I think it was last week or the year before last, we're just going to drop the mic here. I don't think there needs anything else to be said at this moment in time. It's Independence Weekend, and I think we all were inspired beyond measure. For me to exceed, you know, Ms. Bridget Copeland Harris, Ursula Gaynor, you know, Jabri, and all of the various leaders having the kind of success that they're having, and we're just in the basement. What else needs to be said? We have over 1,000 people. We're starting to see people get off the lines, but I want to leave you guys with this. Plug into the training. It's more than just coming and getting inspired just for today. What are you going to do hereafter? Plug into the trainings, plug into the overview calls, bring guests, bless people's lives with this incredible opportunity here. And we're going to have an overview call today at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we understand some people internationally, they have some guests they want to expose to this information. So Ms. Nicole Jackson is going to conduct that for us today. Thank you so much for your leadership there. Then starting next week, people, let's get busy with it. Let's change the world together. I mean, we're working tirelessly with this deal here. And so, Bridget, so happy for you. You know how much I love and appreciate you.
Yes.
Ursula, you know we go way back, okay? And Jabri, it's so good to meet you. And you're doing an incredible job, young man. Keep doing exactly what it is that you're doing. And obviously, Nalani and Nicole, you guys know how much I love you. And to the rest of the global community, we love each and every one of you. All right, we're out here working our tails off so that we can change the world together, 3 people at a time. So as we like to end every call, we're not just going to see you at the top. We're going to see you over the top. Take care, everybody, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Nice.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg. Thank you.